Everywhere you go now, there's some dick, some yo-yo, some putz with a camcorder. He is going to tape everything. Doesn't anyone in this country just stop and look at things anymore?
Hell
sort
no.
of tape.
DA got that dope.
Yo, what's crackin'? What's brackin'? It's your boys. Billy, you so crazy, back in this thing. You already know what time it is, man. Look, we are back with another reaction video, and today what I'm reacting to is George Carlin on some cultural issues. Y'all wanted to see me react to some more George Carlin, so I'm gonna give it to y'all because I seen it in the comment section. So I'm gonna give it to y'all. But before I do that, though, what I need for you to do is, yes, you. I know that you're not subscribed yet. We don't gotta talk about it. I forgive you. I'm gonna give you a second to go ahead and hit that subscribe button before I react to this. I must have something on my face because you're still. Go hit the subscribe button! Come on! What you waiting on? It's free. You do it? Alright, cool. Welcome to the family. Sorry for yelling at you. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. All my social media links are right here. Give those a follow one time. But enough talking. Let's see what my man George Carlin is talking about one time. Because I like the way he delivers his jokes.
Something else I don't understand, motivation tapes, motivation books. What happened here? Suddenly everybody needs to be motivated? It's a fairly simple thing. Either you want to do something or you don't. What's the big mystery? Besides, if you're motivated enough to go to the store to buy a motivation book, aren't you motivated enough to do that? So you don't need the book. Put it back. Tell the court.
Bruh, he is not lying right now. He is not lying. I know some of y'all mad because I just paused it, but calm down. I'm going to rewind it. Chill.
Motivation books. What happened here? Suddenly everybody needs to be motivated? It's a fairly simple thing. Either you want to do something or you don't. What's the big mystery? Besides, if you're motivated enough to go to the store to buy a motivation book, aren't you motivated enough to do that? So you don't need the book. Put it back. Tell the court, fuck you, I'm motivated. I'm
Tell the court.
And can anyone explain to me the need for 1 hour photo finishing? You just saw the fucking thing! How can you possibly be nostalgic about a concept like a little while ago? Another complaint, too many vehicles. There are some families in this country own entirely too many vehicles. You see them on the highway in an RV, but that's not enough for them. RV's not enough. Behind them, they're towing a motorboat, go-kart, dune buggy, dirt bike, jet ski, snowmobile, parasail, hang glider, windsurfing equipment, a hot air balloon, and a small two-man deep-sea diving bell. Doesn't anyone just take a fucking walk anymore? The only thing these people lack is a lunar excursion module. Too many choices, America. It's not healthy.
Facts.
Another abomination. White guys over 10 years of age who wear their baseball hats backwards. White guys, let me tell you something. You're never going to be as cool as black guys. It's not going to happen. You're white and you're lame. It's a fucking law of nature. Turning your hat around and learning a complicated handshake will not make you cool. And you black guys, since you started the whole thing, I'm going to let you stay with the hats a little bit longer, but I think really, once you qualify for Social Security, it's time to spin that motherfucker around to the front again. All right?
No hat. Literally. No pun intended.
Another tip for the men. The earrings, the thing with the earrings, it's over. It's been over for a long time. Doesn't mean anything anymore. It was supposed to piss off the squares. The squares are wearing them now. Doesn't mean anything. It's just fucking jewelry. Unless you have an earring with a live baby hanging from it. It's just jewelry. And I want you to know I'm in favor of self-mutilation and personal disfigurement. I've always said there's nothing like puncturing and perforating your skin in a dozen or so places in order to demonstrate your high self-esteem. When you see a young man decorating his scalp with a soldering iron, I say, there's a happy guy. Thinks highly of himself.
I love the way that he delivers his jokes, man. I love the way he delivers his jokes.
And haven't we gone a little overboard with these colored ribbons for different causes? Every cause has its own colored ribbon now. Red for AIDS, blue for child abuse, pink for breast cancer, green for the rainforest, purple for urban violence. I got a brown one. You know what it means? Eat shit, motherfucker! Eat shit, motherfucker! What can we do to silence these Christian athletes who thank Jesus whenever they win, never mention his name when they lose? Not a word. You never hear him say, Jesus made me drop the ball. The good Lord tripped me up behind the line of scrimmage. According to these guys, Jesus is undefeated. Meanwhile, these assholes are in last place. Must be another one of those miracles. And speaking of delusional people, what about a guy who hears a voice in his head tells him to kill his entire family, so he does it? Is this the only thing a voice in the head ever tells these people to do, is to kill others? Doesn't a voice ever tell a guy, go take a shit on the salad bar at Wendy's? Doesn't a voice tell a guy to take out his dick on the merry-go-round once in a while? Well, some guys do take out their dicks on the merry-go-round, but usually it's their own idea.
Yo, look. Don't do that. Don't do that today. Don't do it today. Go ahead and get you a little pedophile charge if you want to.
Something else I can do without: aftershave and cologne. And this disgusting shit that men put on their bodies. Just what I need in the elevator. Some guy standing next to me smells like a fucking pine tree. I said, go home and wash, you smelly prick. You smell like the urinal in a Portuguese cat house. God damn, guys are stupid. Guys are really fucking dumb. They think they're gonna get laid with this stuff, you know. Oh yeah, they put it on at home. Oh boy, I'll get laid tonight, I'll get laid tonight. You don't get laid with green shit that comes out of a bottle, okay? And the only smell that's gonna help you get laid might be your own natural scent. You have pheromones. It's a secondary sex characteristic. People in America, nervous about sex. They wanna cover that up and disguise it. Guys in Europe, they know how to live. Guy gets in the elevator over there, he smells like a pile of dog shit. Those people are sophisticated. Getting pretty tired of these guys walking around in cowboy hats and cowboy boots. You ever see these jack-offs? Can't we kill some of these motherfuckers walking around in a fucking cowboy hat? Grown man. It's not even Halloween, for Christ's sakes. I say, hey, Tex, grow up and get yourself a wardrobe consistent with the century you're living in. Why do certain men feel the need to dress up as mythic figures? You don't see anyone walking around in a pirate costume, do you? When's the last guy you ran into had on a Viking outfit? Make-believe cowboys. Closest they ever got to a cow is when they stopped to take a piss at an Arby's. And camcorders. Here is technology gone berserk. Everywhere you go now, there's some dick, some yo-yo, some putz with a camcorder. He is going to tape everything. Doesn't anyone in this country just stop and look at things anymore? Sort of take them in, maybe even remember them? Is that such a strange notion? Does experience have to be documented and brought home and saved on a shelf? And do people really watch this shit? Are people's lives so bankrupt they sit at home looking at things they already did? These guys are so
I feel so attacked right now. I feel so attacked right now. It's crazy. How old is this stand-up? Everything he's talking about is today. We do not live in moments. We literally live in the memory of the moment, but we don't live in the moment. It's not until we go back and rewatch it and go, wow. I really did that. Like, I could be speaking for myself. You know what I'm saying? I could be speaking. But I'm just saying that he is speaking real facts right now, like no lie. Let me rewind it just a little bit.
Remember them? Is that just a strange notion? Does experience have to be documented and brought home and saved on a shelf? And do people really watch this shit? Are people's lives so bankrupt they sit at home looking at things they already did? And these guys are so intense, you know. It's always guys. They won't let women touch the cameras. It's a highly technical skill.
You got to
Look
step
through a hole,
down.
push on a button, big skill. And they all think they're Federico Fellini. You ever seen any of this shit? Low angle, zooms and pans, and it's the same ugly 3 children in every goddamn shot. All the George Lucas magic in Hollywood is not going to change the unfortunate genetic configuration on the faces of these children. Keep these unfortunate youngsters out of public view. Now, a lot of these, hold on a second. A lot of these cultural crimes I've been complaining about can be blamed on the baby boomers. Something else I'm a little tired of hearing about. The baby boomers. Whiny, narcissistic, self-indulgent people with a simple philosophy. Give me it, it's mine! Give me that, it's mine! These people were given everything. Everything was handed to them. And they took it all. Took it all. Sex, drugs, and rock and roll. And they stayed loaded for 20 years and had a free ride. But now they're staring down the barrel of middle-age burnout, and they don't like it. They don't like it, so they've turned self-righteous. And they want to make things hard on younger people. They tell them abstain from sex, say no to drugs. As for the rock and roll, they sold that for television commercials a long time ago. So they could buy pasta machines and Stairmasters and soybean futures. Soybean futures.
Not lying, he's not lying.
You know
That's
something?
today. That's today.
They're cold, bloodless people. It's in their slogans, it's in their rhetoric. No pain, no gain. Just do it. Life is short, play hard. Shit happens, deal with it. Get a life. These people went from do your own thing to just say no. They went from love is all you need to whoever winds up with the most toys wins. And they went from cocaine to Rogaine. And you know something? They're still counting grams, only now it's fat grams. And the worst of it is the rest of us have to watch these commercials on TV for Levi's loose-fitting jeans and fat-ass Docker pants. Because these degenerate yuppie boomer cocksuckers couldn't keep their hands off the croissants and the Haagen-Dazs. And their big fat asses have spread all over and they have to wear fat-ass Docker pants. Fuck these boomers, fuck these yuppies. And fuck everybody, now that I think of it. Well, sometimes in comedy you have to generalize. Now there's one thing you might have noticed I don't complain about. Politicians. Everybody complains about politicians. Everybody says they suck. Yeah! Well, where do people think these politicians come from? They don't fall out of the sky. They don't pass through a membrane from another reality. They come from American parents and American families, American homes, American schools, American churches, American businesses, and American universities, and they're elected by American citizens. This is the best we can do, folks. This is what we have to offer. It's what our system produces. Garbage in, garbage out. If you have selfish, ignorant citizens, you're going to get selfish, ignorant leaders. And term limits ain't going to do you any good. You're just going to wind up with a brand new bunch of selfish, ignorant Americans. So maybe it's not the politicians who suck. Maybe something else sucks around here. Like the public. Yeah, the public sucks. There's a nice campaign slogan for somebody. The public sucks. Fuck hope. Fuck hope. Because if it's really...
Yo, I'm clipping that. I'm clipping that part. F hope. Because sometimes that's what a real life be like sometimes. I'm not going to hold you.
Like the public. Yeah, the public sucks. There's a nice campaign slogan for somebody. The public sucks. Fuck hope. Fuck hope. Because if it's really just the fault of these politicians, then where are all the other bright people of conscience? Where are all the bright, honest, intelligent Americans ready to step in and save the nation and lead the way? We don't have people like that in this country. Everybody's at the mall, scratching his ass, picking his nose, taking his credit card out of his fanny pack and buying a pair of sneakers with lights in them. So I have solved this little political dilemma for myself in a very simple way. On election day, I stay home. I don't vote. Fuck them. Fuck them. I don't vote. Two reasons I don't vote. First of all, it's meaningless. This country was bought and sold and paid for a long time ago. The shit they shuffle around every 4 years doesn't mean a fucking thing. And secondly, I don't vote because I believe if you vote, you have no right to complain. People like to twist that around, I know. They say, well, if you don't vote, you have no right to complain. But where's the logic in that? If you vote and you elect dishonest, incompetent people, and they get into office and screw everything up, well, you are responsible for what they have done. You caused the problem. You voted them in. You have no right to complain. I, on the other hand, who did not vote, who, in fact, did not even leave the house on election day, am in no way responsible for what these people have done and have every right to complain as long as they want about the mess you created that I had nothing to do with. So I know that a little later on this year, you're going to have another one of those really swell presidential elections that you like so much. You'll enjoy yourselves. It'll be a lot of fun. I'm sure as soon as the election is over, your country will improve immediately. As for me, I'll be home on that day doing essentially the same thing as you. The only difference is, when I get finished masturbating, I'm going to have a little something to show for it, folks.
I like it. I like it. George Carlin, you are a real one. Yeah, man, look, if y'all enjoyed this reaction, please give this video a thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't, because I know some of you guys still haven't subscribed yet. If there's any comedian or any video that you guys want to see me react to directly, put it in the comment section, or follow me on my social media links. Send me a message with the link if you can put the link. If you can't, no worries. You know what I'm saying? Just let me know what video you want to see me react to. And if I'm going to get to it eventually, okay? Like, my channel has been growing substantially in this past week, like crazy, doing crazy numbers because of you guys. The support of you guys is what makes me keep pushing these videos out for you guys. So just be a little bit patient with me, all right? Because it may take me a while to get to whatever request that you have, because I got 1,000 videos sent to me on a daily. Like, literally on a daily now. It used to be just a couple here and there, but now I'm getting them every hour. So just work with me. Just work with me. I will get it up. I promise I will get it up. We are on the road to 20K. Help me reach 20K by subscribing. 20K by the end of January. That is what the goal is. 100K by June. That is the bigger picture. By summertime. But anyways, man, it's your boy Billy You So Crazy. I love all my new subscribers. If you're a new subscriber, let me know in the comment section. I'll see you on the next video, man. I'm out this thing. Peace.